Hello and welcome to the 32nd episode of the Pokémon HeartGold Nuzlocke. We're nearing the end here. Last episode we got the gym badge from Blue, the Earth badge. That's our 16th badge. We have all of the badges now. There's only a little bit left to do. We have 2 encounters left and potentially only one final challenge. But I've been doing a bit of thinking. So I was originally planning on just... Wait, hang on. Route 22. Hang on. I didn't even consider this route. Maybe we have an extra encounter here. Kanto, Route 22. I actually completely forgot about this route. I don't know that I ever got an encounter here. Let's see what there is. Ponyta, Rattata, Spearow, Fearow, Doduo. Wait. This is actually really good. Oh my goodness, this is so good. I literally forgot that this route existed. But we can get Ponyta here. I'm just going to speed up while I talk. It's 5%, so it's going to take a minute. Okay, so my plan was, on the next route, Route 28, we could get either Ponyta or Donphan. And I'm really hoping we get Donphan. Because if we get Donphan, that guarantees Larvitar inside Mount Silver. And that Larvitar's, or Tyranitar, its evolved form. It's a fantastic Pokemon. I would love to use it. So, that means that I would need to get Donphan to, if I get Donphan, then Larvitar is guaranteed. But, the next route, Route 28, you can get either Donphan or Ponyta. So, getting Ponyta here means that I can almost guarantee Donphan on the next route, and then getting Donphan on the next route means that I'm guaranteed Larvitar inside Mount Silver. So, I just have to do a bit of, running around. Rattata is a 30% encounter here. Oh, at nighttime it's 95% encounter, 5% Ponyta. So, I'm going to be doing a bit of running, and I'll be back once I've done that. Okay, well, we found the Ponyta. We're just going to chuck a... Do we have Quick Balls? Oh, yes, we do. I thought we used them all up, but we do have some. Alright, let's just go for that, and let's hope we catch it. I hope it's not too difficult to catch. Nice, got it. Okay. Well, let's read the Pokédex, but I don't really have a nickname in mind. I wasn't actually expecting to get Ponyta, so. It is a weak runner immediately after birth. It gradually becomes faster by chasing its parents. Yes. Alright, well, I need to think of a nickname, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've thought of a name. I'm gonna call it Endeavor from My Hero Academia, because he's got, like, a flaming mustache, and Ponyta has fire instead of its own its mane, which is its hair, so that's kind of fitting. So we are going to, oh, not there, this way. We continue this way, and then we can eventually enter the gate. And here, he's now moved out of the way, and now we're allowed to pass. We're allowed to go to Route 28, and therefore Mount Silver by extension. So let's not lead with Reg, because the Pokemon here probably carry Earthquake, I'm assuming, if it's a Donphan. So in the grass here, let me... Oh, not that. Let's see, Route 28. Let's see what we got. So, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 30% Ponyta. We've just duped that. So it's 20% Donphan, and we're playing at nighttime, so it's 30% Donphan, 10% Sneasel. I wouldn't be so mad at Sneasel. I really want Donphan here, though, because we can get Larvitar. Nice, we got it. We did it, boys. Larvitar is now guaranteed in Mount Silver. Alright, we're going to actually throw a Quick Ball first things first. An elephant character. I don't know if I can think of a character that is an elephant. It's too high level. Well, actually, the level doesn't matter. It's just too hard to catch. So we're going to actually use Sleep Powder. Put him to sleep. Make it easier to catch. We'll probably toss a Dusk Ball because it's nighttime right now. Well, I was gonna start talking, but I feel like I might have to cut to think of a nickname, so I'll wait until after I've caught this before I start talking about my master plan. Oh my god, that was hard. That just broke out. I honestly don't think I can weaken it without killing it, and I really don't want to kill it, so I'm just gonna chuck balls at it. We've got 17 Dusk Balls. 1, 2, 3. Not quite. It's okay. Patience is a virtue, and we will eventually capture this monster. A pocket monster, that is. Nice, cool. Alright, gotta think of a name. Let's see what the Pokédex has to say. It has sharp, hard tusks and a rugged hide. Its tackle is strong enough to knock down a house. Yes, let's give it a nickname. I'll be right back. Alright, well, this is probably the epitome of awful nicknames that I've thought of, but I'm gonna call it Toga. Also from, I think it's Toga actually. Let me make sure it's Toga. Yeah, it's Toga, the character from My Hero Academia who sucks your blood and then turns into you. And I chose that name because Donphan has long tusks. I couldn't think of any other character with sharp teeth or teeth-related things. Because, like, obviously there's no, like, elephant characters. Oh, this thing's faster than me. Oh, God. Yo, stop going down. Holy shit. Okay. April. God, that was scary. If that crit and then burned, we would have died. That was way too scary. Oh god, if it fire spin us, we were fucking dead. Yo. That's... I don't want to think about that. Yeah, we're stuck in, so we're going for surf. Yeah, that's fucking terrifying. I'm switching. I'm leading with April, starting now. I didn't even think about that. Okay. Let's switch to April. Okay, yeah. So what I was about to mention, I'm out of repels, so I actually just have to run. So what I was about to mention, originally I was planning on just immediately after Blue going and fighting Red and just having that end the series. But I think honestly, I might keep going. So there's two things we could do here. We could just go straight up Mount Silver, fight Red, end the series there. But I think I might want to rematch the Elite Four. After you've got all the Kanto Gym badges, the Elite Four, they get like really... Oh, I can't go this way. They get really difficult teams. They all have 6 Pokemon. They still stick to one type except Lance. They have a variety of types, like secondary types, like... in the first fight, well actually Bruno's a bad example, but in the first fight Bruno had an Onix, and now he gets... Well actually his team gets less diverse, but they're all fully evolved. They all have much better movesets. Overall, very challenging. I probably, if I do it, I might lose a few Pokemon. Yeah, but I think I'm up for the challenge. I think I'm gonna do that actually. If I rematch the Elite Four, because the level limit for the Elite Four is 75, and then Red is 88. Otherwise, I'm jumping straight from 60, which was Blue, all the way up to 88, which is Red. So I think the rematching the Elite Four is kind of like a nice medium between the two. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna plan for. So the rest of this episode, I'm gonna get my Larvitar inside Mount Silver, and then I'm going to, I think, just start building a team for the Elite Four. And I'm actually gonna speed up because this is getting really, really annoying. I should have. Oh god, we're in Mount Silver. Okay. Good thing I didn't encounter anything in the grass because, yeah, I don't want to do that. Heal up here, so now we can fly to Mount Silver. And let's go grab our Mount Silver encounter. Let's check Mount Silver. So, outside Mount Silver. Let's make sure that there's nothing worthwhile here. There is Sneasel in the grass, so as long as we don't encounter Sneasel in this grass, I think we'll be fine. Can we, like... I'm not even gonna risk it, dude. I'm going to, like, go fly and buy some repels. Let's go here. Let's go here. Grab some repels, and then... Pokemon right there. Okay. This episode is so unorganized, and I'm truly sorry for this, but... I literally made this decision earlier today that I think that I wanted to fight the Elite Four. So I'm gonna do this so that I don't waste money. Because I'm gonna use this one just to get into Mount Silver, and then I'm gonna buy a bunch of these because I'm gonna need to eventually get like through Mount Silver. Yes. Cool. All right, let's head back to Mount Silver now. I think I can fly straight there. I hope I can. Ryuko? Yep, I can fly straight to Mount Silver. Because it's technically part of the Johto region. Alright, so let's put on that small repel we got. Put that one on. Alright, now we go inside. That's just to get through this grass right here. I did not want to accidentally find a Sneasel there and ruin my Mount Silver encounter. Oh, this is important because on the inside of Mount Silver, I think I don't want it to be nighttime. Well, actually, this first chamber... Yeah, this first chamber only has Larvitar as a valid encounter. So, I was worried about Misdreavus in the other chambers, but if I just run here, the only valid encounter is Larvitar. So, I'll catch back up with you once I've encountered Larvitar. That was actually surprisingly quick. It was the same chance as Ponyta in the first round. Ponyta took a lot longer than that. Let's see if we can catch it. Of course, it did not want to be easy. Alright, Rock Slide is actually a decently strong move, but he's only level 20, so... Let's switch to Ibarra, we're going to put it to sleep, and then we're going to start chucking Dusk Balls. Screech lowering our defense, that's... could be bad, but we've got enough defense to where I don't think that matters. And it's also, we've also got a lot of HP to work with, so we're going to Sleep Powder. And we missed. And he's screeching again, but he missed too. And then we hit the Sleep Powder. Okay. Just throw in some Dusk Balls until we catch this boy. We also have a Master Ball that we could just use. This, if my calculations are correct, this is our last encounter, so this is warranted to just use the Master Ball, but... Where are my Dusk Balls? Am I out? No, I'm not. Okay. Like, I completely forgot about Route 22, so there may or may not be a place where we can get another encounter that I'm forgetting. So I'm going to play it safe for right now. Alright, we got Larvitar, and I actually have a nickname. I've been holding this nickname in my brain since maybe episode 20 or so, when I went to the Safari Zone, because I was really, really wanting a Larvitar there, but I ended up getting Lickitung instead. Which was a shame. Oh, no, I'm not going to name it Larvitar. I'm going to name it Gara. I think that's how you spell Gara. Let me make sure that's how you spell Gara. From Naruto. He's the, yeah, he's the One-Tails Jinchuriki. And he controls sand, so that's a perfect name for a Pokemon capable of summoning sandstorms. I'm going to do what's called a pro gamer move. And I'm going to fly from right here to right here, just to dodge the grass. Alright. Let's check out Gara, and then whatever the other two were, Toga and the other guy. So, Modest, Flash Fire, literally terrible. That's like mid-tier. It's a fire type, so it's not trash tier. Careful, Sturdy. Is Careful less attack or less special attack? Less special attack. That's pretty okay. That's actually decent. So that's good. And then the Gar's the one I'm actually... If Gar's got a good nature and decent IVs, I might actually use it for red. So let's check. Hasty Guts. Not the worst nature. It's pretty bad. Less defense, more speed. It's still definitely good, though. Just because it's a Tyranitar. So, that leaves us with only one option left. Let's take these items. Grab that. Grab that. Grab that. Yoink. Yoink. And one last yoink. Okay. We are faced with team building for the Elite Four. So let's put everyone in the box except Reg, because I don't think there's like ever a situation in which we don't take Reg. So, pulling up the Elite Four. Alright, let's get them all pulled up. We got Will, Koga, Bruno, Karen, and Lance. So we've fought them all before, but as I mentioned earlier, they all have improved teams, better Pokemon overall. They each have 6. They used to have only 5, but now they've got 6. And they have better movesets and are a higher level, which just generally makes it more difficult. But I think it will be... I don't know if it's going to be fun. If it's fun or not depends on how many Pokemon we lose. If we don't lose any and we like just pog on them, that's kind of cool. But if we lose a lot of Pokemon, I'll be sad. But, you know, as long as we don't lose the whole ass run, I think we'll be okay. Alright, so we're starting with Will, the Psychic type. His team consists of Bronzong, Jinx, Grumpig, Slowbro, Gardevoir, Xatu. Now what we did last time was we just destroyed him with Magnezone. And what I think we're going to do this time is destroy him with Magnezone. Because he only has one team on his entire team, or one move on his entire team that can hit Magnezone for super effective damage, and that's Gardevoir. So, it's got Focus Blast. So that means we need something that can switch in on electric type attacks, or on fighting type attacks. But we can actually come to that later because Bruno uses all fighting type Pokemon, so we'll have to have a Pokemon for Bruno. So right now for Will, Magnezone destroys his whole team. Easy. Now Koga. What we did last time was we destroyed him with Magnezone. He has 2 problem Pokemon this time. He's got a Skuntank that has Dig, which is a ground type move, super effective on Magnezone. And he's got a Toxicroak with Cross Chop. Everything else on his can't hit Magnezone for neutral damage. It's all resisted. So the Skuntank with Dig actually could just be mitigated by teaching Protect, because Dig is a 2-turn move. First turn they dig underground, second turn they come back up and hit you. So if we teach Protect to Reg instead of either Light Screen or Thunder Wave, we're immune to that because we can just Protect on the turn that they come up. So I actually really like that. That just means we need, again, a fighting type switch in. So now we're here to Bruno. Bruno has Hitmontop, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Hariyama, Lucario, Machamp. So that he leads with Hitmontop. Its moveset is Close Combat, Earthquake, Counter, and Quick Attack. So, immediately I see that it has no way to hit a flying type Pokemon. So like, Ryuko... I wish I had more room in this box. Ryuko, Zazan, and Kinohara are all 3 really good. And Kinohara actually is what I'm thinking, because Kinohara has Dragon Dance, so we could just set up on Hitmontop and sweep his whole team. There's not much that he can do to stop us. His Pokemon all have priority, but we have Roost to stay healthy. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, just set up like 3 Dragon Dances and we sweep his team. Yeah. And then Kinohara also is a switch in for Gardevoir and a switch in for Toxicroak. And Toxicroak has dry skin, so Fire Punch will do boosted damage to it. Now Karen. This team actually looks a bit more difficult. Who do we lead here? So the first time we actually led, we beat like 3 of her Pokemon with just Magnezone. But this time she's got a bit more variety. So Absol can still be beaten by Magnezone. Spiritomb probably can be beat by Magnezone. Honchkrow can be beat by Magnezone. And probably Umbreon as well. So Magnezone still beats like 4 of these. That just leaves Weavile and Houndoom. So Weavile is tricky because it's got Ice Punch, Night Slash, Low Kick, Ice Shard as its moves. So, like, normally the Pokemon that resist Ice, like, what's made resist Ice? Like a Steel type like Magnezone, it's weak to Fighting, which is, it has Low Kick. And then, like, our Snorlax with Thick Fat also is weak to Low Kick. So it's difficult to think of a Pokemon that resists both Ice and Fighting. Well, I guess we could take a Water type. Yeah, water type resists ice. And Growlithe or Arcanine with Intimidate could be really good here, actually. Well, regardless, I think we want April for sure. April can switch in on the Houndoom, outspeed it, and one-shot it with Surf. Honestly, could probably just lead April against Weavile, take whatever hit, and then just kill it. Or we could lead someone else. We could lead, like, I don't know. I think we'll come back to that. But now we get to Lance. So, I actually have looked into Lance. Lance is the only one I've already looked into. We're gonna have to re-EV April. I think if we take 60 EVs out of HP and put them into speed, April can outspeed all of Lance's Pokemon, like without Choice Scarf. Like just uninvested, just outspeed his Pokemon. So that's really good, because we can just... So Lance leads with Salamence. So we just lead April, Ice Beam, one-shot Salamence. April will outspeed and one-shot Salamence, Garchomp, Altaria, and Dragonite with Ice Beam, and Charizard with Flamethrower. Or with Surf, my bad. So that just leads Gyarados, who can easily be dealt with by Reg. Reg can switch in and then hit one-shot it, assuming we don't get flinched by Waterfall. Yeah, so I think these three can beat pretty much every Pokemon in the Elite Four, minus, like, I think just Weavile, and, yeah, because Will, Koga, and Bruno are all non-issues. Karen has, like, some finagling, and Lance has some finagling too. So I guess we could just dedicate these last 3 slots of the team to just dedicated defensive walls and defensive pivots. Because, like, hypothetically, the Lance fight, he leads Salamence, we lead Kingdra, we one-shot Salamence with Ice Beam. Then Lance brings in Gyarados, and we don't want to leave Kingdra in on Gyarados, because it could start setting up Dragon Dances. So we switch to Magnezone. Then, after we've defeated Gyarados, he's going to bring in Garchomp. But now we are faced with a difficult decision, because we can't go right back to April, because we don't want to take an Earthquake with April. So I think we need some kind of defensive mon to, like, mediate between. So, like, we'll have Reg out. He sends in Garchomp. He's going to go for Earthquake because he sees Reg. We go to Zazan. Then he's going to go for probably Outrage. But we can U-turn. He'll hit Zazan with Outrage. Zazan will be slower. Then U-turn. And then after that U-turn, we make it into April. And now we have April who's faster in without taking a single hit. So I really like that option. How does Gliscor fare against the other members? Pretty bad against Karen, honestly. Bad to Weavile. Good for Bruno, though. If for some reason Kinohara isn't capable of sweeping Bruno, Zazan gives us a defensive option to switch into, take a hit, and then go to someone else. And also, Zazan could probably beat several of these Pokemon one-on-one with Roost in conjunction with Earthquake. Koga, Zazan's fantastic. Even on Toxicroak, we could send in Zazan, tank a Cross Chop, and then Earthquake. And Will, probably not going to be that good for Will. So, what else might we want? Obviously, Darkness and Ibarra are both going to be really good choices. Darkness can beat pretty much any Pokemon that's special. That's only special attacking, Darkness can beat, like, one-on-one. So that is, let's see, that's Will's Jinx is entirely special, Will's Grumpig, his Gardevoir, and his Xatu. Well, his Xatu is quick attack, but that's not that much damage. So that's 4 Pokemon. Koga's Swalot, that's 5. Wait, hang on. Will had 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. Nothing on Bruno. Nothing on Karen. Yeah, nothing here. Oh, Houndoom, but Houndoom is... We don't want to mess with Houndoom because it could set up nasty plot. And then Lance's just as Altaria and just as Dragonite. But his Altaria sucks anyway. It's gonna get one shot by Kingdra, and his Dragonite probably also will get one shot by Kingdra. And all of Will's Pokemon are easily dealt with by Magnuson, so I don't know that Darkness is necessary here. Ibarra could be pretty good though, because, like, again, it's just a defensive mon that can switch in. Yeah, it's just an out to get like Garchomp. If it starts setting up Swords Dances, we could put it to sleep and then one shot it. Similar to like Zazan's U-turn, we can just put him to sleep. And in this gen, you're actually guaranteed, if I'm not mistaken, you're guaranteed 2 turns of sleep. So we put him to sleep, they sleep that turn, we switch, they're sleeping that turn again, guaranteed, and then we get a free attack. So I kind of like that. And for the last slot, I'm honestly thinking Toma, the EV. We could finally evolve it into Umbreon, and have a Dark type. And because I initially said that I didn't want to use a Dark type because we have Blissey, but if we don't bring Blissey, then we're not adding an extra Dark type or Fighting type weakness to the team. We actually have 2 Fighting type resistances already in these 2. And this could be, it could just be a defensive pivot with Baton Pass, and I think that could be really useful to have, especially for like Karen, because we can resist like, most of Karen's moves and go into something else. And we also have self-healing with Moonlight, because I wasn't really wanting to train up Umbreon until this point, because it's it doesn't get Moonlight to level 71, but the level limit for the Elite Four will be level 75, so we actually do have Moonlight for this. So we could have, like, Payback, I think, is a pretty decent stab move for Umbreon. Payback, Moonlight, U-turn, or not U-turn, Baton Pass, and then some coverage move. I actually don't know that Umbreon gets any coverage moves. We could just throw something on there randomly. Like, double team or something. Yeah, but what are our other options? None of these dudes, I don't want to bring any of them. Darkness is always an option. Stalking is, I think, unnecessary because maybe. Well, we have a ground type here. She just isn't bulky enough to take the hits that I need her to take. She is faster than all of Lance's Pokemon, but so is April. Well, actually, no, she's not, because Lance's Pokemon just got a huge, like, power, or a speed creep. Like, he got Garchomp and stuff. Stalking can't outspeed Garchomp, even with the EVs that we have. But April can, assuming we invest more in speed. So that's something I'm going to have to do. Daru is just worse than Darkness. Misaka has no coverage, and she's just kind of inferior to Reg. Mob is good against Koga, but offensively bad against Karen, and Karen is one of the ones that I'm worried about. Ryuko might be good, actually, so I'll consider her. Uzaki, I think, is just worse than Ryuko, worse than Reg, worse than April. This is an option, but I think between our other 2 physical walls that we have, I think we'd rather have a specially defensive mon like Umbreon on the team. Mustang was one that I considered because Eruption, we can give him choice specs, and his Eruption is really powerful. The issue is that he's got Sassy Nature and a very low speed IV, so we can't actually give him the choice specs. He would need Choice Scarf in order to sweep. And then he just doesn't have the power to break through defensive ones like Karen's Umbreon and her Spiritomb, which are the 2 that I'm looking at to be pretty troublesome. Angela's typing just isn't it for the Elite Four. What about Gara? Gara's good against Will and Koga, but we have ways out. Very, very bad against Bruno. It's weak to Garchomp Earthquake, which is something that I don't want to be weak to. It's weak to Gyarados Waterfall, but it's good against Lance's other 4 Pokemon. And is that alone enough to merit it over Umbreon? Let's figure that out. So, for the Karen matchup, they're both pretty decent defensively, but Gara is worse against Weavile and worse in Karen, worse against It's worse against Weavile, better against Houndoom, and better against Honchkrow. And Lance. It's better against Salamence. Worse against Gyarados and worse against Garchomp. Better against Altaria. Better against Charizard and better against Dragonite. It's tough, it's tough. I really don't know. Alright, so this Larvitar has terrible HP, terrible defense, terrible special attack. But it's got pretty good attack, special defense, and speed. Only attack and special defense are actually useful of the stats it's good in. So it's got pretty terrible IVs, unfortunately. And it's also got a defense decreasing nature. I think I'm leaning towards Umbreon at this point. But I think I'm definitely going to use this for red, because a crucial part of the red fight is like being able to deal with the hail that's up. And when Tyranitar switches in, it sets up Sandstorm, which for me is better than hail, because his Pokemon will have Blizzard, and in Blizzard, in hail, Blizzard has perfect accuracy, so that's something I want to avoid. So having a Sandstorm Pokemon is pretty good. But I think this might be the final team for the Elite Four rematch. Maybe, no, because I don't want 2 dark types. I only want 1 dark type. I'm just going to run through it on my own a bit, and I'm just going to look. Let's see. Okay, so I've been looking into stuff. I think for April's Weavile, or not April's Weavile, for Karen's Weavile, we lead April. With Choice Specs, we'll one-shot it with Surf, and we outspeed it. Once we adjust our EVs, we will outspeed it unless it's a Jolly nature, which I'm not sure if it can be, but if it is, it's only 1 in 6 that it's Jolly. Well, actually, a little less than 1 in 6. Yeah, so, and like, even if it's not, even if it is Jolly, worst thing that happens is it Ice Punches us and freezes us. But now that we have Umbreon on the team, we have the capability to defensively pivot out of April. Because these two definitely don't want to take an Ice Punch. But Umbreon doesn't mind taking an Ice Punch, and then probably could even take a Low Kick right after that. Yeah, I think because Umbreon's actually really light, so I think it probably could take a Low Kick. Let me calc that. Yeah, easy. Umbreon can take an Ice Punch crit into a Low Kick crit. That's without EVs as well. Once we've put in HP and probably special defense. Yeah, easy. Umbreon is, I think I really like Umbreon here. So, that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to train up these guys off camera before next episode, and, yeah. Next episode, we'll be taking on the Elite Four for the 2nd time. So, if you've enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.